So, hello everyone. Um, for me, it's very exciting, and I really appreciate that you call me and you tell me to come and talk, especially because it's the first time that I talk with my people, my friends, people that I pray with them. And for me, it's very good things, and I really appreciate it. Never again, it's now. Dear friends, dear community, we are here today to remember and honor the terrible events of October 7. In the last few months, I always talk with people about lesson learned. I always talk with people about Nasrallah. I'll always talk about beepers. I always talk about our successfuls, and there are a lot. But this day, when you call me and you say, hey, Shay, we wanted to talk about your reflection about what's going on in Israel in October 7, it was like I need to stop and think and remind for myself to remember that it's the most important thing. That sometimes we go forward as a country, but we need to stop and remember the hostages and remember what happened to us in October 7 every day, every night, every time. For me, I'm going to talk a little bit about my experience in Gaza because right after October 7, my wife, she's an officer too in the IDF, she told me, hey, I go right now because I'm the one that's responsible for all the manpower in Israel. She's the one that need to decide who is going where in the different fronts. And 2 weeks later, I went to Israel. In Israel, they called me because they really want that someone come to help to destroying tunnels and destroying buildings. For me, it's an easy task. I'm combat engineering all my life. They called me to join reserve people. The most challenging thing was that my sergeant was 75 years old, but he just explained you the Israeli way of spirit. And then I get into Gaza, and I was sure that it will be completely easy because I know most of the places. I spend a lot of time in Gaza and outside on the border. But then I saw things that I will never forget, and I just want to share with you. A lot of houses with Hitler, Mein Kampf books translate to Arabic. Something that when I saw it in some of the places, in some of the innocent houses, I was shocked. To see lesson learned from Vietnam War, how to build tunnels and how to fight country with tunnels and with weapons. Houses, not in Gaza City, in very beautiful neighborhoods that you all want to live, believe me, that you see there shaft in the yard. You see there weapon caches in the yard. When I saw all these kind of things, I asked myself, hey, I always knew that they hate me, but how much? How much people can hate someone? I always ask myself, really, they hate me because I'm Zionist, they hate me because I'm Jewish, because I'm Israeli, because I'm soldier. But one of the things that broke in my heart, it was that I found a book of children of school, right? The cover of the book was a big picture, and I say, hey, this guy looked familiar, and it was Gilad Shalit. And they write, this is an example of victory. And then I understood that we always talk about education. We always talk about that we need to change something. But then I understand how much we need to work. After I saw all that, I decided go back to come back here to United States after 2 months. I decided to change a little bit my position. Share a lesson learned, of course, but about what's going on in Israel, but not just about what the American military want to hear. They always call me to talk about tanks, to talk about combat engineering, about infantry, about warfare, how we do it, how we do these all incredible things. And I say, hey, I have no problem. I will pay everything. I will go to all over the States. And I did it. I went to 20 different states in America to explain about the lesson learned, to share. But I always give them one condition. When I come, I have my slides, and in my slides, I'm going to talk 5 minutes in the beginning about what I saw in October 7th. And I'm going to show you all the pictures about things that I saw and things from the news. Some of the places told me, hey, guy, listen, it's the picture is too much. It's too tough. So maybe you will read off the pictures. And you know, I'm Israeli, so I didn't do it. I just give it and show them that, because for me, no one stopped me to explain the truth. A lot of people here ask me about what can we do as American, as Jewish American, what can we do? Two things that I can think about it all the time, and I try to do it all the time. One of them, it's not the time to afraid to be Jews. Everywhere, every time, even if I'm not with a uniform, I say to people, hey, I'm Israeli, I soldier, I'm from Israel, I Jewish. A lot of them support, some of them not. But I want to find the opportunity to talk with people and try to explain. I know that I will not change their mind, but I will be very angry on myself if I'm not try. It's not the Holocaust now. And we talk a lot about the Holocaust because it always go there. People in Israel try sometimes to compare it to Yom Kippur. It's not. People, it's not. It's an existence war. It's not, you cannot compare it to Yom Kippur. But to compare it to the Holocaust, you know what? If you look at October 7, maybe. But we have mouth. We need to be proud. We need to speak out and to explain what's going on. People don't like to talk about what's going on in Israel. Even people in my work, even people that I really appreciate from 18 different countries that I work with, they say, hey, Shay, not now. Yes, now. Sometimes I see that people try to avoid me because, oh my God, Shay, start to talk about Israel and about what's going on. But it's important because I want that everybody know what Israel doing. What Israel try to do with, to differ between human shields and fighters, terror organization that just try to kill us because we are Jewish Zionists, that we have a country. And the second thing that I can tell you, that sometimes you not feel that it's so important, just support. In Israel, the feeling is like all the world against Israel. To be honest, here, sometimes I go with uniform and people come and tell me, hey, we support you. Hey, don't believe the news. So at least I want that my community, my Jewish community, support me and support Israel. And you don't know how much is for us. And not just about money. It's even the way people talking. It's even the way people start to talk about what's going on in Israel. Sometimes people start with, yeah, it's complicated. I don't like it. Sometimes people say, hey, it's not complicated that people come and rape women. It's not so complicated. It's a black and white, and it's very clear. And we need to talk like that. So that's what I want to ask from you. And I want you to remember from all my speech with my broken English, just two things. One, never again, it's now. Second, Am Israel Chai. Thank you.